review for the week ended January 8th, 2021. This is the first market review for this year, and I will tell you, looking at what happened in the full year 2020, it was unprecedented, and a lot of investors were taken unaware, while the designing and smart investor also smart home or smart to their banks with enough return. There are those that took risk when the market was bleeding. We know that in the month of February and March last year, market was bleeding to the extent that market dropped as low as what? As 11 years low. That was an attraction for smart investors and designing ones, and which they took advantage of the low price position. You can see from there till now, market is still trending despite the little pullback we are seeing here because of profit taking. And that is why I said that the week under review was mixed and purely volatile. The mixed and the volatile situation of the market is to reflect the profit taking activities and also investors taking advantage of the little pullback to position in those higher, in those low, medium, and low price stocks. And this is also a signal that there's a change in trading pattern. Before now, that was towards the end of the year 2020, the high cap and the blue chips were the one that was rallying, and they moved the interest, they moved the index to as high as 41,000 before the market slowed down as a result of profit taking. And also, as I've said, that in one of my write-up, the week under review, that profit taking is partial and part of what equity investment. That means you as an investor, the day you are taking to buy into stock, also is as important as setting up your certain strategy. That is why an investor will continue to teach that your investment goal to come with what? Buying, buying entry and was exit strategy. When you have buying strategy and exit strategy, it becomes easier for you to invest and maximize the market sentiment. But once you are good in buying, I don't know when to sell, it's a major problem. And this is what many traders and investors in Nigeria stock market are suffering. They don't know when to buy. Even when you recommend stock to them to buy, they also see a price that you are giving and they still want to make more. And when the market turn, they tell you, oh, I thought I could go high, but that's pull back. That is for you. Market cannot continue to go up, or stock individual stock cannot continue to go up. There's always a time for pullback. People take in cash out profit for their investment, and that is why I wrote something on profit taking. Profit taking is also as activities of parcel and parcel of equity investment. Once you know you are entering strategy, you must have an exit strategy, and you exit to want to take profit. And once you want to take profit, there must be profit taking, so you can pull out your cash, your return from what? From the table. Here we're looking at the market for the week ended 8th of January. I will tell you the change in trading pattern is a welcome development for investors. You can see that those stocks that failed to rally, and those sectors that were dragging feet late last year, they are still coming up now. Sector like banking sector and sector like the oil and gas sector, they are all coming up now. And which also the activities in consumer goods, despite the low purchasing power, you can see there is improvement in that consumer sector, in terms of activities on the exchange. But the ones that really rally, which was industrial goods and insurance, but the insurance is still not sustaining that momentum. But the industrial goods actually pull back as a result of profit taking. You know that the factors that were pulling that really trigger the index for the industrial goods was movement in Dangote cement and BUA, and that moved the index. And even at the general market for 2020, that the industrial index gained as high as 90.81%, while the general market gained 50.03. You can see that the industrial goods was leading, and that's why I see in the first full trading week of January in 2021, that is the sector also that have suffered a little setback as a result of profit taking from the big boys there, BUA and Dangote cement, as I've mentioned. But the good thing now that is a change in pattern, it tells you that the funds that is running the market is not from foreign investors. This is a local firm. When I mean a local firm, I'm talking of institutional investors that are in Nigeria, fund managers, PFAs, and the rest. And because the change structure of the market has changed, before now, when the foreign investors just move up, price will go up. When they are coming down, price will go down. But if you look at the way the market is positioned now, that's why the market is not also moving yo as it is towards the end of the year. I think that market is a bit stable, and this is what the kind of market any economy or any exchange will encourage, because the funds there are mainly for long term. PFAs are long term investors. They invest for dividend for good years, especially now that the fixed income market, especially the treasury bill and the bond, they are not yet to go because of their low return, and also inflation has not helped matter to have put those kind of return into a deep negative return. But for you to hedge against inflation, you must be in good stock that has dividend yield that is above 7%, which I have said severally before now. But if you look at this movement on this chart, you can see that the index, the movement or index action, if I want to call it, has already touched 41, and that is a good move for the market. But despite that the market lost 0.37, there's also room for market to rebound in the week we are entering. The market opened, I want to give you the market data or statistics for the week. The market for the week opened at 40,270.72 and closed at 41,120.22. This pullback is as a result of what profit taking, and this market has rallied as high as what? As 41,154.33. This is the highest for the week, and I will tell you the reason why this market rally in this period was as a result of all those local stocks and medium stocks that are paying dividend, that have history of dividend payment, are the ones investors are taking advantage now. Because I have said it earlier that the two major factors that drive the market are interest rate and crude oil price, and these two are looking up. The oil price is appreciating while the inflation is still looking down, and I don't see CBN changing rate in their coming MPC, because the purpose of low rate is to trigger and sustain economic recovery and return into growth. But since we have not attained it, they should not. I don't expect them to adjust the interest rate, the MPR, increase their monetary policy rate. When they adjust that, it's going to affect funds flowing into equity space as we speak. But you as an investor, don't be carried away with all those penny stock, I call them Kobo stock, that are gaining. If you have made more than 30% in those Kobo, you can probably sell off at this point, because one, if there is any change in policy by CBN, the first set of stock that will get the hit are those penny stocks that have nothing to offer, and that is why you as an investor, don't be carried away because the price are appreciating. Like I said earlier in one of the discussions, that the sentiment behind these stocks that are moving, especially Japan Gold and the BOC gases and FTN Cocoa, they are moving this catching fire like this. Investors should be very careful. But this company, they are not going to pay dividend as we speak. But especially stock like FTN Cocoa. FTN Cocoa as we speak has a negative number. Even Japan just turned into little for the positive number. But because of the rumor that Japan Gold, is going to mining, and before they start, the federal government and the state have to advise who is in charge of mining. Anything extraction is federal government. There must be relationship that it will not hinder the China that is investing in Japan to start mining gold. If that is achieved, I think for me, I would advise investors that wait until this company that have no number now start breaking number before you drop it. But if you are there, you can cash out your profit. But those that want to drop now, I would say you should be very careful, because if anything happens, you are the set of people that will get it. That is why you need to invest wisely. And also, don't forget, I won't forget to let you know that as to speak, out of the 10 golden stock for 2021, 4 has already achieved the target for the and in the training that we did last December, we said within what 150 days. In less than 30 days, some stock has started gaining, meeting the target we want to achieve for the whole 150 days. That's why you as an investor, you need also to be very careful. When I say mixed market, you also look at the sectorial performance were bullish, led by the oil and gas gaining 13.16. And if you want to know reason why the oil sector is doing one, as crude oil price has moved above the coronavirus era in the economy or in Nigeria, now at 55, I see that there is opportunity that as oil price is oscillating, this is also going to impact our market positively. And as interest remain low, I see possibility of this market surpassing what we saw here. You can look at it, what we saw here in 2017. And this is already where the market is going. And the earning season has not started. If earnings don't start kick off by February, and the numbers we're expecting beat expectation, the market is likely to break out the latest resistance level at the 44 as the 45, let's say at 45,000 mark. If that is achieved within this first quarter, that will be a good one for investors. And that's why you as an investor should invest wisely. All those many stocks, if they are much more portfolio, you need to sell down and also reposition with other good dividend that can be, their price can be sustained in a shorter period. That is what you should do now. Like I said, that the industrial performance, industrial index was bullish as stock like as mentioned it, oil and gas leading, followed by insurance, bank and what and the oil and gas and consumer, all of them. But I believe that the market still has potential. All you don't need to get the right stock to buy and don't panic. Yet, if you are not in buy and sell signal, this is an opportunity to start the year with knowing another area you can have fresh information and direct information that can help you create wealth. Because we are here to serve God at the same time, live in abundance to be a blessing to others. You must know how to plan your investment. No, I don't think that financial world is too large that if you enter and you put your head down, God will do things to you. And I believe that also at the same time, don't be carried away of people giving you bad news about the market. Yes, we agree the market is at overbought region, but the trade pattern that changed has also given a signal. For me, when I saw at the end of the week under review, I saw that more than 30 equity as a signal, a positive signal, and that is why we need to log into buy and sell. 20 of the signal is already there. Why the buy and sell signal for the week and others will come. You as an investor don't stand in one place and want to watch the masquerade. You move around. That's why you search for information. Make sure that you have contact with those that you can share ideas. That is how to invest wisely in this market. For I see there is still potential in the market. Anybody that's in the market now should not panic. And also don't forget that the early flyers of company that will release results in this 2021 are coming from non other financials. Africa United Capital, Africa Prudential, Nigeria Brewery, Nestle, and one other one. There are 5 that I know. They are Nigeria Brewery. They are early filers. If they come, reaction to this market will give you an insight how the market will react. But if there is no adjustment in monetary policy, more funds will continue to find where they can get higher yield. And I know that CBN will not want to be anti-government by the government is benefiting hugely from the low interest rate because they are servicing their debt with ease. And that I know CBN will want to retail it for another to see how the economy will perform before they can finally give you results. And I know that God will make way, particularly for investors that are looking for information. But once you get this information, you can invest wisely, and that is the only way to create wealth for yourself. I want to quickly open the morning flow chart. The morning flow chart. Let me see. The morning flow is very, very important. Let me open this morning flow chart. You see that as to speak. Funds are already started entering the market, entering into dividend paying stock, for taking position ahead. That is what every thinking investor should do. You don't wait until the other person is in the market. Once you can see opportunity and buy on time as they are coming, when price is going, you can bail out and come out, especially if you are a trader. Unless you are a long-term investor that are waiting for dividend income, you can wait for the market. If you have entered earlier, like I've discussed in the mastering video for mastering earnings for profitable investing. If you don't have that video, you need to get that, because now that the any seasons around, it will tell you how to position between that period and when to enter and what to look at. Is it at the value area if you are doing technical analysis? Is there a likely breakout or at the support level that you want to reverse up? When you do all this, you will know that yes, it's good to know how to source for information and at the same time take advantage of that information. But that is what we need now to create wealth. We need to have information, because that information you have will turn around there a whole lot of things. But if you look at this, okay, this also the all share index, the all share index for the market. That's that market is still looking up, and also this candlestick formation for me it's a bearish formation. That means the market might experience mixed trend in the new week. Cool down for like 2 weeks in the new week before it can rebound. But I see that any investor that is smart to take advantage of the market and the what and take position. And before I round up, I'll quickly look at the 10 price, the 10 gainers for the week, and also the 10 losers for the week. And I think I mentioned that the market breadth is still strong at 50 against 21. It's a good position that yes, this no that these investors are really looking at where there is value. Like I said before I round up, I want to quickly run through the top 10 gainers for advancer of 5. But for the week under review, Jafor Gold and Venture PLC gained 56.45% after opening the week at 62 kobo and closed 0.97 kobo. This is almost 1 naira. And we know this is a penny stock, and the share issue here is not as much as people will expect. It's still sizable, and the shareholding structure here also, we cannot say this is where they are going, because as there's a rumor that China is buying into it, and which is good. They are going to into gold mining, and that also should guide you. When will they start and when the number become positive that will support the price. It's a good position for the week. BOC gases opened the week at 9 naira, not 57 kobo, and closed at 12 naira 5 kobo, gaining 32.18% for the week. Next was NEM, and NEM, I will tell you, is one of the most consistent insurance company that pay dividend as at when due and regular, and NEM has started jumping up again after it was marked down for a bonus of 949 the company gave. For me, it's not something we should be complaining, but rather take advantage of these prices. Steplat is one of the top gainers, and that is the only high price stock on that list, especially the 10 price gainers for the week. Steplat, the reason why it's rallying is not far-fetched. Like I said, crude oil prices are rallying, and they are one of the major players in our nation, and also in other African countries where they have a dualistic. And I know that Steplat is potentially going to touch 600 with ease. That is why investors have to look at it. Now that crude oil price is selling at 55.99, it's a plus for Steplat. Stock like Linkage Assurance, market sentiment, but stock like Livestock also has a positive number, because it has turned all the negative position recorded in 2019 to green in 2020. That might prompt them to pay dividend. It opened the week at 139 and closed at 170, gaining 22.30. That is what we should also consider. What is government policy saying at any sector? Policy can make you, policy can destroy you. That's why you as an investor or trader, you want to know the implication of any policy or any decision the government or regulator are taking at any time. Once you notice, you'll be able to take this, you'll be able to protect your investment to a level. Under the period under review, the Vitafoam release its audited result, and that of Nimet released results earlier, but the dividend or corporate action that just was released shows that they are paying 6.5 kobo, while that Vitafoam is paying 70 kobo, which is sweet, and that will have moved the price from almost 40 kobo to 50 kobo that was struggling. That means you, an investor, you will nose around to see which company are likely to beat expectation and when are the results. I know that if you go to buy Access Signal, you see a lot of information both for weekly traders, for 6 months trader, and 1 year investor. Once you log in as a subscriber, you have access to all these other ones. You can make up your mind or introduce your friends to our products or services, and you will not have cause to regret at all because we treat your client and yourself very well. Then, before I finally draw the curtain today, we want to quickly look at the losers for the week or the decliner for the week. So, Deep Capital topped the list with 12%, opening the week at 25 kobo to close at 22 kobo. Royal Exchange was among the 10 top losers for the week. He opened the week at 26 kobo and closed at 20 losing just 11.5, followed by Dangote Cement. Dangote lost as a result of profit taking. It closed at 255 naira. No, after it has opened at 244.90, and now it's down by 8.13%. Next on the list is ABC Transport, which is an associated bus company, was the next. And for me, the era of Korea should have helped them, and which we know it has reflected on their number because a lot of companies were shut down while all this Korea business were still going on. And don't forget that transportation is a key in any economic development. If associated bus company is able to arrange it and manage the way, they should have a lot of activities now, and they increase the number of vehicles they are on the road. That will go a long way to benefit them. On that note, I'll be drawing curtain. Before I draw curtain, I'll say that the 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 question and answer for today was awesome. And we want to use the opportunity to also thank as many that we did to that platform that will add a question and robust question and answer. I want to appreciate you all. And at the same time, I say thank you and have what a good trading week, a profitable trading week in the new week we are crossing to. But for those in buy access signal, as usual, you get your position inside the system at between 8 and 10 on Monday before the market open. Say at this point, I say enjoy yourself and have a pleasant weekend. Thank you and God bless you all.